This video chart presentation of BioLargo Inc. BioLargo is a bulletin board listed company trading under ticker BLGO. So I scaled this back to a 3-year weekly chart so I could show some historic support levels on this. See from this last candle that through Thursday trading this week, stocks actually moved off of its highs. That'll give us a little bit of twist in these momentum indicators like this RSI. Generally speaking, the RSI is holding right around a neutral point right now. This is a 7, 14, and 21 all tucked together. And they're all registering right around 50. That's a pretty neutral point. It's a good thing though to see that they've pushed from below 50 up to the upper half of the indicator. It's a sign of some bullish momentum could be coming into the play. Of course, that ties right in with this price per share coming off a support level. And over the last few months, it's been moving upward. Taking a look at the MACD, which is a show of trend, moving upward. Right now, it looks like it's about ready to break through zero. Again, it's an important sign because this histogram has been holding below zero. A chart is much more bullish when it's broken through the zero line. That's why it's often called the money line, because good things tend to happen with the price per share upon the break of zero. You can also see from the money flow index some buying pressures coming into this play. And I put the volume on here to show it this is a somewhat lower volume play. You can see it's only traded about 100,000 shares this week. And that's right about average for it, maybe slightly above. It's a very thin float play. With that, the stock can move very easily up or down with limited amounts of pressure. What I really wanted to show with this, why I went back so far, is the long-term support right there around 20 cents. Now granted, it's above it right now. It closed at 32, but that's a very solid bottom support should it dip back down. As I mentioned, over the last couple months, price per share is definitely pushing upward, coming off of that bottom support. And now what I have my eye peeled for on BLGO is a breakthrough 40 cents. For many months now, it's been serving as a resistance point. Historically, it was a little bit of support. It was a resistance point even back a couple years ago. So a push through that 40-cent mark, and I'd look for this to come up and challenge around 60 cents as the next resistance point. There's going to be a little bit, of course, tucked in here at 50, but with this closing at 32 cents, there's a pretty substantial upside to this play should that 40-cent mark fall. It already tested it this week, and it looks like we're starting to get some shifts in trend and momentum, signaling that there might be a possibility it's going to try and bust through that level. Now, just as there's some intermediate resistance, there's also a secondary support level right there around 27 cents. I'd really have my eye on that because if this tries to dip lower, one, I want to see this trend line hold, and that trend line pretty much ties right in with that support level. If that falls, there's a good chance it's going to come back down here and test 20, which then I'd want to see another bounce come off of it just like it has in the past. But for right now, I'd have my eye on volume trying to uptick, see if it can take out 40, and if it can go up here and test 60, there's always going to be some profit taking on that sort of a move. See if it's going to peel back a little bit. You want to see it make a higher low, hold a new support level, then take another run at 60, because beyond that, the next resistance point doesn't come up here till it's tested multi-year highs around 80 cents. But all in all, this is a pretty nice looking chart. And historically, when it's hit this 20-cent mark, it's put together some really nice runs from 20 up to 80, from 20 up to 60, and now it looks like it's trending back upward off of 20 again. So this is a chart certainly worth keeping on radar to see if it's going to repeat the pattern of a strong move off of that support level. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the BLGO chart. But as always, this is merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.